Hey Guru, this is a video of a walk or a hike that Scott Fairley and I did about a week and a half ago. You can tell by the date on the video. And basically it's on the Lewis and Clark Commemorative Trail, which runs along the Columbia River in the McNary Reservoir. I don't know if it's McNary or Wallula. I've seen it called both things. But McNary Dam is at the downstream end of it. And basically I'm going to show these little videos of the sections we're going to hike and then the videos of that section. So this is the first section. You can see the land is pretty much scab land here. It was all submerged during the Missoula floods, and it's got some basalt outcrops sticking up in various places. The trail starts to the east of something called Hat Rock State Park, and you see some of these basalt outcrops here.
Hey True, come here buddy. Come here True. Huh? You enjoying being a kind of a rangy hound dog out here, Truman?
Does that hat look like a rock to you? I mean,
it looks like a hat. I don't know if that's the Hat Rock.
So what you're saying is, Scott,
that's the Hat Rock subdivision.
And there's a giant rock that looks like a hat there, but it might not be Hat Rock.
That might be other Hat Rock.
There's other Hat Rock, so you think this over here was Hat Rock?
If you're going to France, Dan, that could be Chapeau.
Chapeau? Chapeau Rock?
Chapeau Rock. Ooh, check that out though. Wow, that's cool.
Oh, that is cool. That's pretty.
This is a super cool area. I can't believe I've never come out here before.
I gotta say that I didn't think it was all that cool. I just said that to try to make Scott feel good. No, it's an interesting landscape, but Scott was really interested in the kind of the early industrial landscape where there was remains of roads that had been built or agriculture, that sort of thing. But the flip side of that was he really didn't like all the housing that was built, and you'll hear him complain about that. However, one of the criteria for a walk like this is taking his dog Truman with us, and unfortunately this was the first walk we took since his other dog Pearl died, so it was kind of a bittersweet time to be walking around out here with poor old Truman. So yeah, you'll hear Scott, we walked right by Hat Rock here, which is kind of cool, and you'll hear Scott complaining continually about how, number one, people built houses and planted non-native vegetation, and number two, the damming of the Columbia River.
Can't account for people having the right sense of aesthetics. I think what I'm saying is this is the right way, and yours was 50-50.
Yeah, this is after Scott led us to the wrong trail coming down here, but it wasn't a big deal. Just a beautiful day though. I mean, it was so still. It was about 40 degrees. There were no other people around. I think we saw maybe 2 people on the entire walk. That's 14 miles, so that was 3.5, 4 hours we were out, and just really, really nice break from the gloom and the fog in Pendleton. Can't tell you how much you want to get out of that.
You can't walk on Hat Rock, Dan.
The rest of his sentence there was, you can't walk on Hat Rock, but you can build your house and plant non-native vegetation right next to it. Like I said, he was kind of a one-track record. Guys, damn environmentalists. Yeah, so now once you get past Hat Rock State Park, the trail runs right along the river for, I don't know, it's like 4 to 5 miles, probably close to 5 miles. And it just was lovely. I had to, and you can see how still it is, and the contrast between the brown landscape and the blue sky and the reflected in the river.
Amazing to me. It is gorgeous. It would be more gorgeouser were it moving and were there not Hat Rock development there.
And I'll tell you what I think of your comment right after I turn off the video so nobody can hear me.
How's that?
That's really cool. So those were Canada geese that were all kind of sitting along the shore, and when they saw us coming, they started swimming out, and I thought that was really beautiful. And there's a hawk. I wish I had my longer lens on the camera at that moment, but that's how it goes. The other downside of this particular walk is that we had cell service the whole time, and Scott kept getting texts and work-related calls, and he basically tried to ignore them until we're about 7 miles out here, and we stopped actually and ate something and drank some water. I mean, I did anyway, and he basically called people for work and was on the phone the whole time we were out here, taking our halfway break. I also put away my my other camera because we were a little crunched for time getting back, so I didn't want to keep stopping and taking pictures and videos. So there's just a little bit of video that I took on my phone on the way back. This is the life, Scott. Right here, you and I are living it. Living the dream.
We're looking in through the window of life.
Yep, so coming back through Hat Rock State Park here, and you can see that we're hitting golden hour, which is 3 o'clock in the afternoon this time of year here, and the light is just so stunning. It's pretty great. Now, unfortunately, there's also houses up on that bluff above Scott's head there. Actually, you can see them in the fly-through there. So yeah, it's kind of weird the way that the houses were built up around here. Scott's actually right.
You gotta get on top of Hat Rock.
Yep.
See, now you should be a hater too.
It's amazing. It was really beautiful walking back in that golden light. But we pretty much made it. Yeah, that thing that you can't see that's flying there, that's a bald eagle. No, really. I'm serious. See, this is why I got that other camera, too. So that's my story, and I'm pretty much sticking to it. We walked back to the car and then drove home, and it ended up being a really nice day. We ended up getting there around 11 o'clock and heading out a little after 3. I was driving back.
Okay.
We're done. We made it.
We made it. Another successful 14 miles.
Yep.